Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Recent Game Pickups. Since last time I have got a lot of Vita games for my collection, and at this point I have just crossed the 50% of a complete European Vita set. So I think that's great. At the moment, two of the games that I'm missing in the collection, I have bought them, or a friend of mine have bought them for me in another place in Denmark. And they are at his place right now, but I will see him in a couple of weeks or something like that, and then I will add them to my collection. So I'm getting closer to the goal of a complete European Vita set, so that's just great. Let's take a look of the games that I have bought since last time. Let's start with one single Gamecube game. I found this game at a local thrift store for 5 crowns, and that's Super Mario Sunshine for the Gamecube. Pretty good deal, I think. A couple of games for the Xbox. First, a game for the 360, Bomberman Act Zero. Got this pretty cheap at GameStop. And this limited edition of Life is Strange. I have played the first episode of the game with my wife, and that's one awesome game to play with your wife or with your husband, whatever. You can play this game and just relax and enjoy the story. It doesn't matter if you're the guy playing with the controller or you're just sitting next to him or her and just watching it as a movie. Great game to play as a couple. At the local second-hand store, I found a couple of PlayStation games for the first PlayStation, 5 crowns a piece, and I bought them. I always buy cheap games for older systems because I think they are cool to have, and I don't see them that often. So the first game, Barbie, could play this with my daughter or just have it on the shelf. The same thing with this one, Bratz, and you can see on the price tag it's bought in the Danish shop BR, Fætter BR. Great memories from my childhood, not with Bratz but the shop. Hugo number 2. The Hugo games are pretty cool, and The Little Mermaid 2, a Disney game. Usually I think Disney games are actually somewhat of a high quality, so it could be a great game. Then I found this one for 5 crowns, Champions of Norath. I had this already, but only the disc, and the disc was pretty fucked up. But now I have a complete version. Nice to have it for 5 crowns. And now a game published by Limited Run Games, and that's Firewatch. This is one amazing game. Technically it unfortunately has some problems with the frame rate, but I think it's nice to have a physical copy of this game. Back when it was announced, Firewatch, I was looking forward to play it, but I realized it was only digital only, but now I have the physical version of the game, and I have completed the game, and it's one amazing journey. So if you don't have played Firewatch already, it's a great game. And a couple of cheap PlayStation Portable games that I found also at the second-hand store. Assassin's Creed Bloodlines and Tekken number 6. And now it's time for some Vita games. A cheap Japanese game, CL no whatever. And a limited run game, Oddworld's Stranger's Wrath HD. And some games for my European collection. Mortal Kombat, Ninja Gaiden Sigma Plus, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 Plus, Rayman Origins. I bought this even though I have it already in my collection. The game that I already have in my collection is the American version, but this is the European version. Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed Limited Edition, The Muppets Movie Adventures, Metal Gear Solid HD Collection with the Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, the Lego Movie video game, Lego Marvel Avengers, Gravity Rush, Freedom Wars. Already had this as the Japanese release, but I had to have it as a European release. Final Fantasy X and X2. The X2 version of the game is actually just a piece of paper with the DLC on it, so I don't know if the code has been used, but the X, Final Fantasy X, is on the cartridge. Disgaea, whatever, number 3. And Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate. I'm about to play this game at the moment. Pretty cool game, I think. That was all from me for this time. If you have any suggestions out there for the contents of my future videos, feel free to leave a comment, or else I will see you next time. Have a great day.